Greetings, fellow angler, you're about to read my review of the best musky rods. If that's what you're looking for, jump right in. Muskies are no joke. These ferocious fish can grow to be larger than 70 pounds. Not only does your musky rod have to be up to the task of taking the monster muskies in hand, but it also has to be light enough that you won't get tired after just a few casts. Furthermore, you'll need your musky rod to be sensitive enough to feel their bites and set the hook in time. Lastly, you'll want a high-quality rod that won't fall apart after a few uses. With my 20 years of fishing experience, I found the 7 best musky rods and put them all into this list. During research, another factor that I took into consideration was affordability. Starting number 1, best musky rods. This high-quality rod is everything a musky rod should be. Not only is it light, but it's also tough, sensitive, and has a nice extra feature. Boasting a premium SCII carbon blank, this material has a higher strain rate than normal carbon fibers. This means that it's stronger than the usual carbon fibers. While fiberglass has always been known to be stronger, this remarkable carbon fiber gives this musky rod enough muscle for even the biggest muskies. With less carbon fiber, you'll also be able to effortlessly make casts all day. On top of the premium SCII carbon fiber, the aluminum oxide guides and cork handle further enhance the rod's durability. Aluminum oxide is one of the smoothest and most durable materials for guides. And cork has a natural lifespan of 50+ years, not to mention the strong grip it provides too. Needless to say, this musky rod won't be leaving your sight anytime soon. In terms of sensitivity, this fast-action rod for musky fishing is able to feel even the bite of small muskies. This is once again thanks to the carbon fiber, which is the most sensitive material for fishing rods. As if all these weren't enough, it even comes with a sweet Kigen hook keeper that'll keep your fishing rod safe from being damaged by your hook during transportation or storage. All in all, the St. Croix Premier Musky casting rod won't let you down whenever a muskie is at the end of your line. It delivers everything you could ask for, and then some more. The best part is that this great musky rod is modestly priced, so you won't have to worry about breaking the bank. At number 2, St. Croix Legend Tournament Musky, crafted to be the strongest and most durable rod on the market, this fishing rod also has amazing sensitivity and lightness. It even comes with an upgraded version of the Kigen hook keeper. St. Croix is a brand that's been around for 70+ years now. Throughout this time, they've relentlessly pursued perfection in their rods. Their research yielded the exclusive technologies featured in this musky rod: FRS, ART, and IPC. The fortified resin system, FRS, and advanced reinforcing technology, ART, strengthen the rod to unprecedented levels, while maintaining lightness. FRS is an advanced manufacturing protocol that produces rods 33% stronger than rods built with the standard resins and curing methods. ART is an exceptional carbon fiber that makes your rod 10 times sturdier than normal carbon fiber rods. With these technologies, you'll need substantially lesser material to achieve way more strength than other rods. The result is a musky rod that's unparalleled in durability and power. As for the integrated polycurve (IPC) tooling technology, it's responsible for the unbelievable sensitivity of the rod. IPC eliminates all transitional points in the rod, boosting both its sensitivity and power. This makes the St. Croix Legend Tournament Musky one of the most sensitive musky rods on the market. You'll also be glad to hear that this fishing rod comes with a Kigen hook keeper. In short, this state-of-the-art rod is the best musky rod that money can get you. Of course, the previous St. Croix Premier Musky is all you'll ever need, which is why it's our overall best musky rod. But if you're looking for only the absolute best and have the money to spare, this is it. As a bonus, it's also covered by a 15-year warranty, so you can buy it with peace of mind. At number 3, Garcia Veracity Casting. We rated this the best musky rod for beginners because it provides everything you need to fish musky at a more affordable price than our best overall pick. This rod boasts a PowerLux 300 blank. This means PowerLux resin is baked to surround the carbon fiber core. Since PowerLux resin is lighter than carbon fiber, this makes the fishing rod lighter than if the carbon fiber had been surrounded by more carbon fiber instead. And don't worry, this doesn't make the fishing rod any weaker or have slower action. On the contrary, the PowerLux 300 actually increases the stiffness and responsiveness of the rod. The other components of this musky rod are no slack either. Although the focus is on the PowerLux 300 blank, let's not forget that the core of the blank is carbon fiber. If you remember from the past few musky rods, carbon fiber blanks are the lightest and have the best action. The titanium alloy guides are also super lightweight and have a long lifespan. As such, the Garcia Veracity casting rod is a robust rod that can take a beating and stand up to even monster muskies. Its lightness makes casting it a piece of cake, and with its fast action, you'll be able to feel timid tugs. I also really like its cork and EVA foam grip. The cork will last for years to come, and the EVA foam gives you a firm but comfortable grip. It's really quite comparable to our overall best musky rod, but falls just short of it in every aspect. It's a bit less sturdy, a bit less robust, a bit heavier, and a bit less able to feel tiny bites. But the price justifies it. It's roughly $25 cheaper, and you'll still have everything you need to fish musky. Beginners who are looking for a less costly but still top-notch rod for musky fishing, look no further. At number 4, Ugly Stik GX2 Casting. This budget rod will have you jumping for joy because it's less than a quarter of the price of any of the musky rods before this. And yet it somehow still has enough muscle to handle the largest muskies. Let's start off with its sturdiness. Ugly Stik is well known among anglers for making indestructible rods. While it's obvious that this is an exaggeration, you get the point. Among all the brands, Ugly Stik makes the sturdiest and longest-lasting rods. They do this through their unique Ugly Tech construction that results in much stronger and more durable rods. It also helps that they integrated fiberglass on top of graphite into this musky fishing rod. Since fiberglass is stronger than graphite, this grants the fishing rod even more strength. The powerful combination of the Ugly Tech construction and the fiberglass results in a musky rod that can withstand the test of time and handle lots of abuse. You're also getting an EVA foam grip for all-day comfort and a secure grip even when it gets wet. So what's the catch? How the heck is this musky rod only a quarter the price of the past few rods? Well, this musky rod is much heavier than the higher-end rods. The extra rod weight comes from the heavier fiberglass, as well as having to use more materials to achieve the same amount of force since it doesn't have those strength-increasing technologies. This is definitely a drawback that can be a deal-breaker for some people. However, you get what you pay for. And while this downside isn't exactly minor, for a musky rod that's more than 4 times cheaper, I'd say it's a fair deal. At the most, you'll get tired quicker using this musky fishing rod. This musky rod will still enable you to reel in monster muskies, which is what any angler wants. If you're on a really tight budget, you might want to consider getting this rod. At number 5, Okuma EVx Musky. Telescopic fishing rods are notorious for breaking easily. But the Okuma EVx Musky rod is one of the few that don't. Built with IM8 graphite, this fishing rod is pretty light and responsive. IM8 is the highest grade of graphite. Graphite ranges from IM6 IM8, with IM8 being the strongest, lightest, and most sensitive. In fact, this musky rod even goes up to extra heavy power. It's also lighter than all the St. Croix rods thus far. The best part about this musky rod is its portability. Its extended length is 8.5 feet, but it can be shortened to just 16 inches. This means it can fit in your office suitcase or your backpack for maximum convenience. If you're looking for a telescopic musky rod, this is your best option. Light, responsive, and robust, you won't find a better telescopic rod for muskies. At number 6, Shimano Sojourn Casting. Like the ugly Stik GX2, this is also a budget rod. The difference is that it's way lighter. Whereas the GX2 casting rod was a good deal heavier than the other rods on this list, the Shimano Sojourn weighs around the same as them. What this means is that you can cast the Shimano Sojourn with the same ease as the other light rods on this list. It performs well in other aspects too, with fast action to detect subtle tugs on the fishing line, and medium-heavy power to take on almost the entire range of muskies. Do note that its biggest flaw is that it can take on big muskies, but not monster muskies. The medium-heavy power just isn't enough, so if you have a prize muskie at the end of your line, be prepared to lose it. Essentially, it's priced the same as the ugly Stik GX2 casting rod. So if you want a musky rod that's able to take on gigantic muskies but is heavier, get the ugly Stik GX2 casting rod. If you want a lighter rod that isn't as sturdy, then you'll want to get this fishing rod. At number 7, Abu Garcia Veritas Casting. When it comes to lightness, this fishing rod is unbeatable. Designed to be rugged and light as a feather, the Abu Garcia Veritas Casting is for those who prioritize lightness above all in a rod. Weighing in at a phenomenal 5 ounces at 7 feet, this musky rod is the only rod you'll find at this weight for muskies. It's more than 2 ounces lighter than any of the St. Croix rods and 1.8 ounces lighter than the next lightest rod on this list. Surprisingly, this musky rod still has enough stiffness to face down the largest muskies. This can be credited to its Powerlux 100 blank. It strengthens this musky rod and makes it lighter. And the light carbon fiber further contributes to the rod's lightness. To sum it up, this is a well-rounded rod that's incomparably light but still very robust. If you value lightness the most in a rod, this is the musky rod for you.